following is the complete rewritten form of the given text. No information, event, and meaning has been missed out. All are maintained yet expressed in new words. None. Finally, Reiner's last interview became an eventful situation that overwhelmed almost everyone in tears. Born as Robert Norman Reiner, he came into the world as the son of Estelle and Carl Reiner on March 6, 1947, in the Bronx, New York City. Reiner's family was one that lived performance all the time. His father, Carl Reiner, is one of the most influential figures in American comedy history and is known as an actor, writer, and director who worked heavily in creating the golden age of television through his creations in shows such as Your Show of Shows and The Dick Van Dyke Show. His mother, Estelle Reiner, is also a talented actress and singer who is known for displaying impeccable comedic timing. Thus, as Reiner's exposure began within this kind of family environment, he absorbed the art of humor, the discipline of writing, and the camaraderie of performing practically effortlessly. Subsequently, he attended the University of California at Los Angeles' film school, where his love for directing and storytelling became more defined. Even in its earlier stages, Reiner's involvement in All in the Family started out as one who became famous as an actor. Yet it's very apparent that his dreams began stretching far beyond performing in front of the cameras even at that point in time. His initial major break came in 1971 as part of the phenomenal series All in the Family, which became the very first scripted TV series to address controversial social issues deeply through its depiction, as Reiner portrayed the meathead son-in-law of Archie Bunker through 8 seasons that showcased everyone's critical acclaim along with several Emmy nominations that firmly cemented his place as part of TV history. However, instead of confining himself in one-way performance as an actor, Reiner went all out and became something even more daring and challenging than that as part of the 1980s that situated him as one of the most acute and dependable film directors in Hollywood history, as one who came out as uniquely talented as he is innovative and gifted by gaining striking success across so many more than one genre as very few other commercial filmmakers could do. Furthermore, through 1984's This Is Spinal Tap, Reiner co-founded an innovative and revolutionary mockumentary that altered the world of comedy filmmaking for all time. Its satirization on rock culture became so authentic that it convinced the audience at first to think it was true, with its impact still reverberating through the numerous movies that came afterwards. His other projects showcased not only his technical know-how but his profound understanding of the human relationship. Asterisk The Sure Thing Asterisk in 1985. Asterisk Stand By Me Asterisk in 1986 showed his nuance on coming-of-age stories, mixing the lighter side of life with profound emotion. Asterisk Stand By Me Asterisk, based on the Stephen King novel, stands as one of the most beloved movies ever on the themes of friendship, loss, and the brief passage from childhood towards maturity. The very reason for its enduring popularity being its creator's skill at coaxing authentic performance from his actors, rooting the movie into the ground of human emotion. By the end of the 1980s, he reached the pinnacle of his creativity which very few writers or directors have ever managed. Asterisk The Princess Bride Asterisk in 1987 became the very essence of the fairy tale, loved for its sophistication, its sense of romance, its sense of honesty, treating the audience of all ages. Asterisk When Harry Met Sally Asterisk in 1989 broke the mold of the traditional rom-com movie, laying it to rest with its clever words, its authentic emotion, its sublime performance still remembered by the audience. In Asterisk Misery Asterisk in 1990, Reiner again showed his command on suspense and psychological horror movies, leading Kathy Bates to the Academy Award for the best performance. He then directed Asterisk A Few Good Men Asterisk in 1992, which became the defining movie on the lines of moral complexities, its razor-sharp dialogue becoming the defining mark of the generation. His movies have long been remarkable, but his other pursuits make him an important contributor to society. His other pursuits, largely from the side of politics, might have been critical to some, but the reason for the same lies in his lifelong conviction to put things to words, as he did when he first burst into the limelight. He has never shied away from airing his views. His, too, has been a life as eventful as the movies he produced. In 1971, he married Penny Marshall, an actress-cum-movie director, the two of them being the leading creatives of the movie world. He took to his life wholeheartedly, becoming the adoptive father of Penny Marshall's girl, actress Tracy Reiner, the two of them being the epitome of a loving, artistic family. Their union resulted in a divorce in 1981, but it marked a significant milestone within his life. In due course, life brought him together with photographer Michelle Singer while working on When Harry Met Sally. This relationship held great significance for him, as it even impacted his career with a new ending that resulted from his growing relationship with Singer. In 1989, Reiner and Singer got married and were blessed with 3 children, 2 boys named Jake and Nick and a daughter named Romy. This family created a loving and nurturing environment that stood strong with values related to creativity, love, and family. Apart from filmmaking, Reiner and Singer shared a passion for correcting children's living standards. In this respect, in 1997, they formed I Am Your Child Foundation, followed by Parents Action for Children in 2004, a non-profit organization that aimed at educating parents through videos hosted by famous personalities about early childhood and the need for family-friendly family policy. As a result, they were able to translate values into something fruitful, and this wasn't limited to Hollywood either. In a final exclusive interview, legendary actor, director, producer, and activist Rob Reiner sat to chat, leaving journalists, fans, and colleagues visibly saddened. Known as a witty man with a profound understanding of human psychology and a unique blend of comedy and pathos, Reiner approached his final conversation with great authenticity. "I've always believed that stories have the power to change people," said Reiner with ease, "as laughter, tears, and understanding are the bridges that join hearts." Even as an older man, his eyes sparkled with a curiosity and an into and from passion that drove his greatest achievements. In his final conversation, Reiner shared some light-hearted pieces from All in the Family, a memory from a long time ago where, as a young man, he found his voice on national TV, but never realized that one day his character would become a landmark. This deepened gradually into a conversation about life, love, and loss. Above all, a reckoning that took place with time as an unremittal force. Hollywood in his life held a significant place, as his movie list still contains some of his finest works. This is Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, and When Harry Met Sally. One of the most heart-wrenching moments was when he spoke about his family and how it is the real foundation in the midst of the Hollywood whirlwind. "Family is everything," he said as he spoke about how love, loss, failure, and experience made him what he is. His deep admiration for his children, including Tracy Reiner, as well as nostalgic thoughts about memories of his late wife whose presence in his life was always there in the background. His passion about the art of filmmaking and how authenticity and true emotion are more important than mere show business was evident as he remembered the eternal conflict between art and the dollar signs. Yet in the face of these conflicts, the power of cinema to transform lives was an absolute that never wavered. His thoughts on aging and how mortality and legacy should be counted more important were profound. "We all have an expiration date," he said with conviction, and reiterated that the true importance was the love shared and the stories told with doses of courage. As the interview ended, there was an air of warmth and reverence in the room. Members of the press were wiping away their tears as they understood the true honesty of one of the most loved persons in Hollywood. "We have an expiration date. Don't feel sorry for him," Reiner reminded them with conviction. "Remember how precious life is, and how important shared moments are." His words lingered deep in the hearts of the audience as the cameras were switched off. An important lesson on the importance of humility was taught through the experience of the interview. His words lingered on in the hearts of the audience. To tell your story, to make them laugh, to make them cry, to make them feel, to remind them that the smallest act can change the world. He further clarified that although the house in which he was raised was culturally Jewish, it was more so practically so. However, the bar mitzvah was indeed a part of the environment in which the individual was raised.